Mountain biking has been around in the Hunter since the early 1990s, and in fact the Hunter Mountain Bike Association is the oldest mountain bike association in Australia. We're really spoilt for choice in the Hunter region. You've got great places to ride like Glenrock States and recreation area that we're in at the moment. A Wobber Mountain Bike Park where Hunter Mountain Bike Association has its home trails, and there's a myriad of other great single track options around the Hunter, right through Singleton, Muswellbrook, and down here closer to the coast as well. A lot of fantastic trail with a lot of efforts being gone into to produce probably over the last 10, 12 years.
The port-to-port event is a huge thing for local riders. We've never had anything like it before. We've only had one-day races, which is sort of a bit of a gimmick, only doing one day, but this time we've got 4 days in Hunter Valley, Port Stephens, and then down to Newcastle, so it's going to be like nothing else. Don't really know what to expect. I mean, a lot of the riders have sort of done Cape to Cape and stuff like that, the sister event, and yeah, so it should be a great event. I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously, when you've got a region like this to hold a race in, you've just got incredible natural beauty to work with. When you look at stage one, starting out right in Port Stephens, which is just an absolutely gorgeous spot, and then into the Hunter Valley. And it's not by accident that this area is such a tourism hotspot. It's an incredibly appealing place to be. I mean, obviously, you've got the wine, which doesn't hurt things at all. But in terms of other stuff to do, there's a lot of great activities. You can get out, lots of bushwalking, lots of things to explore, and it's just a really, really beautiful place to be.
Across the whole region, there's such a variety of different trails. You've got quite well groomed and manicured trails here in Glenrock, and they receive a lot of love and attention. The same at a Wobber Mountain Bike Park. There's a large network of trails there for both cross-country and downhill riders alike. There is countless kilometres worth of moto single trail, in particular in some fairly spectacular scenes, especially up the back of Cessnock and Curry. Port-to-port race is going to have a couple of days out in that region, and I think people are going to love it. And it's not an area that gets a lot of traffic from mountain bikers, and I think people are going to be very, very surprised.
Hello, guys.
Good to see you still smiling.
An event like Port-to-Port is a fantastic addition to the race calendar over on the East Coast. Obviously, we've seen the success of Cape to Cape over in WA, and it's amazing that the crew can now come over here and try to replicate what is an incredibly successful and just outrageously good event on this side of the country. And in terms of how it's going to be great for the industry, it's fantastic because it gets people out exploring beyond their own backyard. Mountain bikers tend to be creatures of habit. We ride the trails that are in our backyard, and we ride them a lot. And so an event like this gets people out thinking about other areas that they could go take a holiday, bring their bike, bring the family, bring the kids, all that sort of stuff, and combine, some racing and also a good almost tourism experience really too. So it is a huge thing for the industry. Gets people out and just travelling.
Port-to-Port's a great way to bring a focus to this region. I mean, the place was recognised as one of the top 10 cities in the world to visit in 2011 by Lonely Planet, but this is a great way to bring people from around the world, from around the country, and show what we've got to offer. But on top of that, Council supports these things because of the events and the tourism, but we also support it because it's all about health and well-being and getting out into nature, and that's what this place is all about. It's fantastic.
So the way I got into cycling pretty much was Mum and Dad actually picked out a little advertisement or article in the local newspaper and saw that there was some racing pretty much 30 minutes from my house. So went out there one day, had a look at it, and that pretty much started the bug, and haven't looked back since, and sort of progressively got better, went to national championships and stuff like that and got some titles, and then started to get help from where I work now, which is Breakaway Cycles and Morisset, and he's supported me the whole way. And then I've been to World Champs twice in under-19s, and that gave me massive amount of experience and sort of made me mature a bit, I guess you'd say, and sort of see how elite riders and real professionals actually do what is their job. And starting to build up and then slowly moving up in under-23s and racing elite races like this. Port's my last mountain bike event for the year, so I'm going to finish off on a bang with a big 4-day stage race, and then it's straight off into the cyclocross season, so going from sort of 2-3 hour races into short little 1 hour races. So the local scene in the Newcastle Hunter area is pretty strong. There's a fair few top riders at a national level, and there's also quite a big community base of just everyday weekend warrior riders. Also, you've got a lot of tracks around, so you've got, like, where we're racing in some of the most beautiful tracks around, to be honest. Like, people pay money to go see what we're going to see, and we're just going to ride straight through it and enjoy it. The tracks around where we're riding and the whole scene in general, it's just starting to take off, and this event is just pretty much a testament to it, to show what's actually happening. The event itself and the trails and the course, it's all pretty much in my backyard, which I'm pretty lucky and happy for. You don't usually get that. Like, it's not often that you get to drive 30 minutes to do one of the biggest races with some of the best riders, arguably, in Australia. You've got Andy Blair, Brendan Johnson, Dylan Cooper, just to name a few. So it's going to be on from the get-go. And even the women's, they've got an elite field. You've got Jenny Fay, the Irish national champ. Like, they're all internationally acclaimed riders. So for a first-year event, like starting out, it's crazy how many good riders they've got. Yeah, it's going to be great. Like, the trails, everyone's going to be blown away with what there is. I'm hoping to try and do well. I mean, it's a race in your backyard. You don't want to have people come in and race on your territory and let them beat you, so it's definitely a bit of motivation there to go hard and sort of try and show them what you can do and prove that you can be up in that top sort of level with the elites. I'm pumped for this race to get going. I can't wait to honestly get on the start line. It's going to be great. Let's get it on.
Our time to be young. And summer moves throughout the air. The beat of my song, it lifts me to another space. I don't need you now. I don't need you now. Oh, we are young.
Phenomenal. Being a local here in Newcastle and having been to the Cape to Cape for the last 4 years, to have the sister event finally arrive in Newcastle is just very exciting. Great to have it here. The field is just fantastic. It's a very top-heavy, it's a quality field, and I'm sure once this is run and done, there'll be a lot more people turn up next year. I'm thinking that the secret might be out. Having lived here all my life, we've kept the secret pretty well, and the secret's going to be out once your vision starts to hit the worldwide stage.
I've done the trails here for one of the Port Stephen adventure-thon races that they had. So, yeah, did the swim, the bike and the paddle for that. So, yeah, they're good trails, a bit sandy, so not quite looking forward to the sand, but, yeah, looking forward to riding around out there in the bush. Be good.
I'm coming in very open-minded. I don't know what's in store for me. I've read the race booklet, and I'm just hoping to come and enjoy the experience. What I'm really looking forward to is just experiencing some of the fine food and checking out the wineries and breweries.
I'm from Newcastle and have decided to get into mountain bike races. So this is my third, I think. Beautiful weather. It's a short course. It's not very hilly, I don't think. So I expect to enjoy it, I hope.
Just looking forward to a good ride on the beach and in the forest for the next 4 days. A good time in the wine region, nice beaches, nice food. That's the plan, and a bit of riding.
I'm here at the Port to Port to have fun in the end. It's such a beautiful environment. I love riding my bike. I love getting dirty and hanging out with mates. So that's why I'm here. I guess as a weekend warrior sort of athlete these days, after my elite athletic career is over as a skier and a track cyclist, I really enjoy getting out, setting myself challenges, having things to train for and trying to stay fit. And, I love riding mountain bikes. So it's certainly different to other challenges like skiing at Paralympic Games or setting world speed skiing records. But in the end, the motivation to do all of those things is fun. I guess I know a little bit about some of the trails down in near Newcastle at Glenrock, but some of the other areas I don't know so much. And that's one of the really attractive things about the event for me, that we're going exploring. And I love the sense of adventure, and that's what this sort of event provides. As a mountain biker, I guess I bought my first bike in 1990, so I've been riding for a long, long time. But these days, I just love going out and riding sort of cross-country trails with mates and hanging out. My expectations are that I'm going to suffer a little bit, that lots of people are going to beat me, and then I'm going to be out there bashing at the back of the pack and really enjoying it.
Yes, can't wait to do the port to port.
This is a very exciting day, the first ever port to port.
He's always been really focused. His lifestyle is around his training and his bike racing, and that's where all his friendships and all his main friendships and things are. The port to port race, to have that event here in our local backyard is amazing, because the area here, obviously, we haven't had the big events like this. But to be, especially caught up in the first event of it up here, the port to port, and the supporters that you've got and the sponsors, it's fantastic, and it's so professionally run. Look at the venue, it's tops.
Wearing the #1 plate, Andy Blair.
It sounds fun, it sounds challenging, it sounds like there's a lot of sand in there. I think tomorrow will be tricky with a few climbs. And then, I can't wait to ride Glenrock on Sunday for the final stage. So, for me, it's all totally new, and I'll just take it as it comes. But, I think today especially could be interesting just to see, who's riding well and who can handle the sand, because I think there's some sandy fire roads today.
Well, as soon as Cape to Cape was over, this almost got rolling, and suddenly it was in the calendar. And for me, it's a good time of the year because it's my last race before I head overseas to race the World and the European Marathon Champs. So naturally, it's always good to get something like this distance racing in before something that big. So I couldn't have asked for a better race.
Should be good.
I've got higher competition in Europe, so I'm going to put ponytails on all the guys here and pretend they're my European competition,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, guys. Get into it. Enjoy this beautiful part of the world. Make sure you look up and have a look at the scenery while you're riding around.
So caught up thinking of the other.
Well done, guys. Congratulations.
Stage 1 of Port to Port kicks off right there in Nelson Bay at the marina, right by the ocean. It's a very fast, sandy stage. Not a hell of a lot of climbing, but really still quite intense and a real challenge because the conditions are so sandy. So not an easy ride by any stretch of the imagination.
I can feel it now. Don't face that sound. They won't hold me down. I think we're coming down. I won't back up this time until you say you're
of Andy Blair coming through will take out stage 1 for Swell Specialised Racing. And that is a commanding lead that he has got. Oh, and Chris Aiken, great job from the young Focus rider.
First climb lit up by Andy Blair and pretty much showed everybody how to ride a bike. Then everyone was left to scramble and yeah, pretty much just sort of found myself in a few groups and then made my way to the finish with the top 10, so couldn't ask for anything better. Great trails, great day,
So
great place.
Put your hands together. Our leading woman has just come through. Jenny Fay has just crossed the line.
Today was such a hard stage. It was harder than I thought it was going to be, but in a good way. It really put a fight up for everybody, and everybody I was riding with were just like head down, heart rate was high. You know, people were pushing really hard today and working really hard through that deep sand. So yeah, like I'm a bit of a lightweight, so I was finding it hard to keep up with the guys, but you know, it's a good sign for me because it means I think today would have been the toughest for me. I usually ride into stages, so tomorrow I should be a bit use my strengths on the climbs.
I've only just started mountain bike racing this year anyway. I used to race motorbikes before that, so but I've moved back with my family and we basically just love the trails here. It's great for mountain biking and for the community itself. Mountain biking is getting bigger and bigger. And Nelson Bay being a tourist type company, a tourist town, there's more and more people coming in for mountain biking, and to have this event is just an amazing way to get more people to come up and do the mountain biking. And as for the tracks today, I think they've done an amazing job because there's a lot of sand out here and you've got to work your way around the sand, but in conjunction with the sand and some of the open trails and some of the hills which go over some, obviously the beautiful scenery here as well, they've done a magnificent job. And for the sort of Ks that you're doing, it was a pretty fast pace. It's a fast pace than I've done for a while, but it was really enjoyable as well.
The Hunter Valley is renowned for 2 wine varieties, Semillon, which is rated the best in the world, and Shiraz. Our economy is based on wine tourism. We're keen on increasing the visitation to our local government area, and sporting events is a way of bringing many people here. I welcome people to come and taste the Hunter Valley.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lindeman's.
Yeah, day one wasn't too bad. I pulled up all right, hit the Radox bath, so that got me through. Yeah, day two, yeah, I've told it's quite challenging, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a few hills and a few fast descents, so it should be a bit of fun. Really looking forward to it.
I came here on holiday about a month ago and it's pretty steep in sections, so lucky I'm not here to race.
This is my first stage race ever, so yeah, the sand yesterday, as fun as it was, yeah, it took its toll. The descents is what worries me. I don't really have the skills. Only been doing mountain biking for probably 2 years, so but the climbing, being a heavier bloke, yeah, that's not my game either. So let's just hold on, and you know, you're riding with the elite, and you know, there's no category for outside the elite for what I'm doing. So you're riding with, you know, some of Australia and some of the world's best, so you know, just look at that and take it as it comes.
Morning. Hey mate, how are you? This is the stage you'd pick for Chris Hamilton to win. I mean, it's right up his alley. It's a lot of climbing, a lot of fire road. I think he's probably, per kilogram, he'd be probably pushing more power than anyone else, so I think, yeah, I've got to watch him.
There's a fair bit of climbing today, obviously, which I'm pretty happy about. And yeah, we're just gonna. There's gonna be a few of us from Talk working together to kind of sort of get a few breakaways and stuff like that trying to happen, and yeah, sort of give me something to bridge across to and see how we go if I can get some time back.
You too, have fun. A couple of sections of open road, so keep left when you're on them. It is up to you to check for cars when you get to the intersections. There's only a couple of those today.
So it is a neutral start. Nickel out and
and the salt you taste when the sweat drops, I'm not ashamed when I see you traveling down, 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 down.
Stage 2 of Port to Port is a very different affair. We start out at Lindeman's Winery in the Hunter Valley before climbing up a really long, solid 14k climb up into the escarpment above the Colburn. And that has the potential to be a really tough stage, especially if it's going to be muddy.
The way that it played in the head was different. Fan blades turned like an urban pirouette. Body of a man now blurry silhouette. His words to the nerve, so perfect, isn't it? So intimate, it's imminent. In a minute, it'll hit, and then a little rich white kid like innocence burns in the thick of it. Well, just for the thrill of it, she's giving in. Just for a little bit, she's in a big
Easy. The next one's a good one.
Slow down, but he wanna go faster. She gives in to anything that he's asked. She gives him everything that he's asked.
Huge descent, and then another really tough climb back over Mount View and Mount Bright to finish. So this is a day that could be very hard on bikes and bodies.
Snapped my chain on the second half of the first climb. Tempo was pretty high. All the talk boys were pushing the pace pretty good. And just a bad shift by me going through a rut, and managed to get it caught and then tried to unjam it and it just snapped on me. So game over. Got a bit of a love-hate relationship with mountain biking. This is probably why. Probably spend 95% of my time on the road. So when I get out here on a day like today where it's all fire road, I was hoping to finish, you know, towards a pointy end, hopefully top 5. But just wasn't meant to be. So try again tomorrow.
Slow down, but he wanna go faster. She gives in to anything that he's after. She gives him everything that he's after. Oh, he's after more. When it all starts, when it's hard to pause, we'll start to fall. She can't really stop now after all. After all. You've got me, you've got me now. I'm playing with fire for you. You've got me, you've got me out. You've got me.
I think it's supposed to be touched.
Teeth and takes the stage win over Andy Blair. What a finish.
I was just staring at his rear wheel, just trying to keep as close as I could, get the best draft, and then I felt okay at the finish, so I thought I may as well give it a bit of a dig, and yeah, just got him, so yeah, really happy. Couldn't ask for a better finish. I'm so stoked to win a stage.
There was one section and it was like thick mud, and the bike just got caked and it was so heavy I actually couldn't lift it up, and wheel stopped spinning, so I was just grunting away trying to push it through.
Hit the mud and the bike just went to pieces, you know, pulling mud out and slip sliding everywhere. I mean, it's fun, it's good fun, but yeah, it was a challenge.
Well, it was very muddy in places, which was a bit sad because it would have been a great track in the dry. It would have been absolutely beautiful, but still it was good fun. Pretty testing in places. Some nice long climbs and nice rocky descents. It was good.
Yeah, full of in your hand? Yeah, pretty much. The halfway mark, was going through a creek and sort of just lifted the front and heard a bit of a crunch, and it was the handlebar. So I had quite a bit of road section after that, so sort of just held the crown of the fork with my right hand and tried to keep my hand on the handlebar with the left hand and struggled up the climb, played mental games with myself to try and make it up, and sort of walked and wobbled down the descent. And yeah, made it in the end. So I think it was about 26k I did with the snap bath. So that was an interesting experience, I guess.
Eventually came to a single track section about midway through and started to find myself struggling, couldn't see out of my glasses, making silly mistakes.
I climbed to the top of the first climb with the guys and tried to stick with them as much as I could, and then got dropped on the fire road descents. And I worked really hard to get back onto a group. Then I rode away from them on the last climb. So yeah, it's a good sign for me. I'm where I want to be, and yeah, I really enjoyed the scenery today. It was awesome, but there were some dark moments where we didn't see anything but dark mud.
We like doing stage races. This is one that's closer to home. So it's a really good opportunity and to see obviously the Hunter and the Port Stephens region. So we thought it was a good opportunity to get out here and enjoy the vines in this case. And the mud, I guess.
So Briar Ridge started in 1972 by a gentleman named Murray Robson and quickly became one of the most iconic small boutique producers in the Hunter Valley, and particularly in this beautiful Mount View region. From our vineyards here, we actually produce 2 single vineyard wines. One is our flagship Dairy Hill Shiraz, and we also make a Dairy Hill Semillon off the same vineyard as well. Just one of those really iconic styles of Hunter wines that we do make and that the region is so well known for. Briar Ridge is one of approximately 120 wineries in the region, and it's great to have the flagship wines that we have and also have that collective community to really help promote Hunter Valley as a whole region, to make sure that we're promoting not just our wines but the experiences that can happen when you actually come up to the Hunter as well. Experiences like this fabulous mountain bike event that's happening over 4 days. It's great to see that sort of demographic that's such a growing sport in Australia at the moment, coming up here and spending quality time looking at our region and hopefully seeing some of the great things that we do here, not only wine but also our restaurants and bars and other sort of things that people can get to do. We're very excited to have the start of day 3 here on our grounds, and we look forward to, in the future, being more and more involved in this great event.
Guys, I've already mentioned the stage today has been shortened to 50.2 kilometres. So 50.2 Ks down from 64. We've taken out some of the bits that had a chance of being boggy, just to make it a little easier on your legs after that huge slog yesterday through the mud.
My mate Tony and I, Tony's a pilot, I'm actually visually impaired. Our expectations are to have fun, get through it nice and safe, and put on a good show and show some people that visually impaired people and mates can get out and have a go at anything they want to do. Mountain biking is just a wonderful sport because you can get out in the country, the serenity in the bush, and it's just a great way to ride.
He's a great athlete, Johnny. He's got great endurance and a terrific athletic history. You know, Seoul Olympic Games in the Paralympics, Johnny was there, and mate, I'm just honoured to be on the front end occasionally, on the pointy end of this thing. It's a great machine. My role is basically to tell Johnny what's coming up, bumps, rocks, drops, overhead branches, stuff like that he can't see. Yeah, duck's the important call. And, just keep the thing on the rubber side down. That's the important bit. But, yeah, we've had a lot of success on the mountain bike together, and it's good fun. Great, and it's great mateship, as the name on the bike says.
The significance of having mateship, courage, sacrifice and endurance on the bike comes from Kokoda and the war campaigns of Gallipolian soldiers, because you've got to be good mates to ride on it. The guy at the front sacrifices a lot. You've got to have a good endurance on the back, and most of all, when you're doing 60 and 70 Ks down some dirt hills, you've got to have a lot of courage to be on the back, because if you can imagine just going as fast as you possibly can with your eyes closed, and trying to smile at the same time. It's pretty scary, so the courage really comes into it.
Let's go, well done, guys.
Stage 3 isn't as long as Stage 2, but it is still going to be reasonably tough. It starts out with quite a brutal climb, followed by an awesome descent down parts of the Great North Walk, before heading into some of the flatter country that runs past a lot of the more historic sites of this whole region around Colburn and Cessnock, all of the old collieries, etc., before we finish up in an old railway museum, which is something different.
Catch the carnage.
You all right, mate?
Yeah.
My fault.
Hello, guys.
Good to see you still smiling. I just need you gone.
Awesome.
Supercross, Chris Hamilton taking the win. So Andy Blair coming in, broken drivetrain.
Coming into the last K or so, Tassie was on the front just driving it to the finish, and we heard that someone yelled out, Blairie's gone, so I just attacked and tried to make up as much time as I could, and I think it's only about 30 seconds between us now, so yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big stage. I'm going to do everything I can.
It's unfortunate. You spend 2 hours riding in good position and doing the right thing, and you know I love coming into these finishes and having a sprint, and that's what it's fun about it. So to have a mechanical with just over a K to go and have to run in, I was a bit disappointed. So if I can finish the stage with the tour with a stage win, I'd be super happy.
So sitting top 5 at the moment, which I'm pretty happy about. So I don't think there's any chance of me really catching up to 4th, or I think there's a few guys a couple minutes behind me. We'll see how it all goes tomorrow. Hopefully can try and get a podium on a stage, but yeah, top 5's where I wanted to try and be at for my first ever mountain bike stage race.
Put your hands together for our tandem riders.
It was great, really good course. The tandem was fantastic on it. I think maxed out at about 60, 65 down one of the fire trails. I'm on the back, just heart rate's about 180, doing nothing. Scared to death. We went off the track. He gave me a warning. He goes, oh, we're off the track, and I think, oh. And he goes, no, back on the track. Smile again.
Today at the Port to Port was just beautiful. We had cloudy sky, but nice cool conditions. A little bit of mud out there, but just enough to make it fun today. And yeah, beautiful route. Lots of a little bit of climbing to start with, and nice view from the top. And then fun riding. You know, that's what we're here for.
After all this time, you would never ever go in your face.
I was riding to work and was hit by a car. I was in the bike lane, up on the bonnet, and then down the road I wedge fractured 2 vertebrae and hurt my shoulder. So yeah, in my recovery I was in hospital for a month on my back, and 3 months in a brace, and I kept on talking. Cape to Cape had come up, and I kept talking about it to my wife, and so to shut me up, she bought me a ticket, and that was what I worked towards, to get back on the road and get back into it. And since then I've done 2 Cape to Capes. I did the 12 Apostles, and here at the Port to Port, obviously. Port to Port has been really good fun. The mud wasn't so fun, but we've gotten through that. But it's nice for us people on the East Coast to have something that's a bit closer and more accessible. So I'm sure it'll build in the years to come. Scenery's been awesome, really, really good, and it's varied every day. It's, you know, every day we start off somewhere different. So no, it's been great, really enjoyable.
It's a course, I suppose, where all mountain bikers can achieve their goals. I mean, you've got the champions out there. You've got the weekend warriors, so to speak, and everyone in between. It's a fantastic event in that it suits all those categories.
Right, very fast stage today. A lot of this black stuff joined with tar and a bit of rock in it. That's a lot of today's stage. 3, 2, 1, go! Have a great day, guys.
Stage 4 is a totally different kettle of fish once again. We've moved back to the coast. We start off at Lake Macquarie at Cam's Wharf before a fast run up through the Fernley track. There's going to be a tough slog along Blacksmiths Beach, that's for sure, before heading into Glenrock, which is an amazing mountain bike park, just crammed full of incredible single track. It's the real home of mountain biking for the Newcastle region. Any of the local guys in the Hunter Mountain Bike Club might have a bit of an advantage there. It's going to be a lot of fun though, and then straight up into Nobby's Beach, right in the heart of Newcastle, which is going to be an incredibly scenic finish. Great way to finish off the inaugural event.
this. On the seaweed line. It's all about pain. Just to prove anyone can do it.
Everyone was just sort of sitting around. I tried to whack it with 400 to go and just got pipped on the line, so ended up with 4th on the stage. Quite happy with that, and no better place to finish than right on the beach here at Nobby, so it's a great end to the inaugural Port to Port. For me, this is a big step. I've never raced a mountain bike stage race before, so I didn't really know what to expect coming into this. Obviously, there's big names here that compete right around the globe, as Andy Blair does. So I sort of surprised myself having a top 5 finish, and yeah, hopefully we can move on from here and go upwards.
I've loved every second of the Port to Port, except maybe the sand on the beach. Every second was absolutely brilliant. I definitely got to make my way back here. It's had everything, and that's what you want in a race. It's just been great fun. and some beautiful single track. That last 15, 20 Ks was just magic. You know, let's go back and do that again.
It was really good fun. These things are always good fun. And I really enjoyed it. It was new. I did the Cape to Cape last year, so this is a bit different. So I hope it really takes off. I think a lot of people get a lot out of it.
Very, very good event. I think it's going to be all uphill from here. I'm from WA, where we've got Cape to Cape, so I think that it's going to be heading in that right direction. Word of mouth is going to be the best thing to do for it, but yeah, very, very good event. I'll definitely be coming back next year.
It's a tradition with where we are. We're from Nelson Bay, where the race started from, and we've got a lot of riders down there that are hardcore, like the Lycra, like the clip-ins. So we have purposely gone with a bike over there, $800 worth, flat out. No clip-ins, no bike pants, $8 from Lowe's, and a Kmart shirt. So we thought, we've got to do this. There was 2 of us at the start. One guy only did 2 days and he's gone home with a bit of a sookie lala. So I had to do it on my own. And thank goodness for the leagues clubs every night, because there's plenty of beer. But I loved it.
We're both locals and we wanted to support a great local event, and I think next year we'll be looking at the full 4 days. Cannot believe the rain held off today. It was just an awesome trail. Thank you to the organisers. Fantastic job.
Yeah, the organisers and the volunteers, amazing people, and what a great thing to do on our beautiful coastline. Just a great day.
I guess you come to an event like this not knowing what you're going to ride, and to come here, you know, for me what I got was the variety. Everything from vertical beaches to fun bits of single track to fast. You know, this morning we're hooking along at close to 30 k's an hour with a bunch of us working together on the bike path, flip streaming stuff, to, you know, the feeling of accomplishment coming to the end of the race like this. So, you know, for me it's all about the variety. Yeah, it's been a tough and a fun 4 days.
Absolutely amazing. I loved it. There was something every day for everybody. I'm sure everyone's gone away learning a few things. It's really good racing, and you know, you're always learning in mountain biking, so it'd be boring if we said that, you know, it was like every other stage race. I'm delighted that it's just another stage race that's completely different from anything else, but still has the prestige of being up there with Cape to Cape.
Please keep your round of applause going for our overall winner of the 2014 Port to Port for Swell Specialised, Andy Blair.
I sort of picked this race especially to give me a really good block of intensity. It's, you know, 4 days racing day in, day out, and nothing sort of brings your form up like racing, you know, like at this level. And it's been really good to have such good competition here. You know, in its first year, this race has attracted huge teams from Talk Nutrition, Trek Australia, my team's Well Specialised, and a heap of other smaller teams. So, you know, the calibre of riders here has been really good, and it's made the racing really exciting. I reckon this event's only going to grow from here, and year on year you'd expect that the community will get even more behind it, and the numbers will increase, and it'll have much more of an impact on the local community. And I hope that it grows, and I honestly think it will, following the footsteps of its big sister over at Margaret River.